Hi, I want to take you back to March 18th of 2020. It was one of the worst days of my life. Basically, in that day, I heard from every one of my clients that my entire business was gone, that my income, I lost all my income, I lost the ability to travel, and it scared me to death. And I remember sitting in my office, really not sure, do I punch the wall? Do I cry? Do I just sit there and get depressed? And I was legitimately shaken. I was scared. And I remember Sherry and I sitting and talking about, what do we do? Where is this going to go? How long is this going to last? And it was a bad 24 hours. And at the end of that 24 hours, I remember Sherry and I kneeling down and praying together to decide what to do and where we could go. And I got up from that prayer and I had this overwhelming feeling that I was made for times like these. That I've spent my whole life getting ready for this. And it led me to look at the other people. All of my clients, they couldn't afford me, they couldn't pay for me, I couldn't see them, but many of them were getting furloughed, literally hundreds of them. And I made a choice that I would do a set of videos on psychological resilience, tips, tools, and strategies that I'd used over the years. I wasn't prepared for how well they received. There were thousands of people viewed the videos, commented on them, shared them back with me. And in that moment, as I went through March and April and May and figuring out what to do, how to restart my business, I realized that there was an ability to do something much more than I've been doing. Most of you in LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, across all the social media, you're friends and colleagues and clients that I've accumulated over the years. I've worked in China and Australia, South Africa, South America, and it's been awesome to have LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and to stay in touch and share dreams and hopes and ideas and different thoughts and businesses. And I made a decision that I'm going to create a private Facebook group that is called Mindset Transformation. And the whole purpose of this is to create a community where we can talk about what to do post-COVID. Because the psychological resilience to survive the summer was great, but as I've gone back to work with my clients and I'm mixing my virtual visits with my live visits, depending on where we go, there's a couple of themes that keep coming up. One is, this is never gonna go back to normal again. This is a post-COVID world. And as I sit one-on-one and work, or in small groups with my clients all around the world. This is happening in Paris and Germany as much as it's happening in California and Arizona. There's three areas that everybody keeps struggling with is how do we get back to production, performance, and productivity with the amount of stress that people are under? How do I maintain my relationships at work? And probably most importantly, how to maintain my relationships at home? I've had more coaching calls around home relationships with marriages and with kids than with almost anything else. And it's fundamentally shifted how I want to go forward. And I'm inviting you now as one of my friends or colleagues or clients across all these social media platforms to come with me and click on the link to this private Facebook group. There's no charge, it's free. The whole purpose for me is many of you know that I've been writing a book and I finished the first draft, super excited about that. And it's called Irresistible Culture, the Art and Science of Employee and Customer Engagement. And it's really about those three areas that I just talked about. And I want to have a forum or a place where I can share that. I'm literally going to teach every thought, principle, tool, and idea that's in the book over the next 6 months. So if you don't read the book, you're going to get the whole book over the next 6 months. I'm also going to create 10 courses that represent my life's work, everything I've done all around the world for the last 25 years on how to have great relationships at home, great relationships at work, and businesses that thrive and go forward. If any of that is interesting to you, please click and join the group because I want to create a place to have rich, powerful dialogue about things that matter with people who care. And you guys are people who care, and these are things that matter. I'm going to take each of these courses and I'm going to be teaching portions of them in there. I'm going to be sharing them because I want feedback on what's working and what's going on. So each day I'm going to be posting thoughts and ideas. I'm also going to be starting questions and conversations to get your feedback and thought because I hope to be able to learn as much from you as you might from me because we have a community, again, where we can talk about things that matter with people who care in how do we deal with life in a post-COVID world that isn't about shrinking and getting smaller, but it's about expanding and reaching out and caring and connecting and finding a way to not just survive, but to thrive in this new economy, in this new world that's going to happen post-COVID. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please click on the link, sign up and get in, and we're going to start in January Every day, I'm going to be going in there and posting new content and new ideas, and I can't wait to see you there. I can't wait to talk to you about it, and I hope that you'll come on this 3-year journey with me where we're going to do some absolutely amazing stuff.